In 1943, the United States fought a land battle on American soil for the first time since the War of 1812, and almost nobody talks about it. The Battle of Attu was fought from May 11th to May 30th, 1943, on a remote, fog-covered island at the western tip of Alaska's Aleutian chain, closer to Tokyo than to Honolulu. Japan had seized Attu and the neighboring island of Kiska in June 1942 in the immediate aftermath of Midway. It was a strategic feint designed to draw U.S. naval forces north and establish a defensive perimeter in the northern Pacific. It worked well enough that the island stayed in Japanese hands for nearly a year. By spring 1943, Washington had seen enough. The U.S. committed approximately 15,000 troops from the 7th Infantry Division, backed by a naval task force of cruisers and destroyers under Rear Admiral Thomas Kinkaid. Opposing them were roughly 2,900 Japanese defenders under Colonel Yasuyo Yamasaki, dug into the frozen ridgelines with no prospect of reinforcement. The fighting was brutal, not just because of the Japanese resistance, but because of the terrain. Temperatures dropped below freezing, the ground was waterlogged tundra, and trench foot and frostbite put more Americans out of action than enemy fire. Of the 3,800 U.S. casualties, over 2,100 were cold weather injuries. On May 29th, with supplies exhausted and defeat certain, Yamasaki led his remaining 800 men in one of the largest Banzai charges of the entire Pacific War. They broke through 2 American lines before being stopped. When it was over, only 29 Japanese soldiers were taken prisoner. The rest fell. The consequences were significant. Japan quietly evacuated Kiska before the Americans landed there. The Aleutians were now back in U.S. hands. The northern Pacific flank was secured, and the threat to the Alaskan mainland was eliminated for good. 3,000 kilometers from the nearest major city, a forgotten island became American soil again, paid for at enormous cost. If you're still here, you are the kind of person who needs more history in their lives. Hit subscribe.